Hello friends, this open learning resource is meant for B.Ed students under 2 years B.Ed program, course 2, which is Contemporary India and Education. Its fifth topic, which talks about school health and sex education. School health and sex education. So first we need to understand how school health has an integral component as sex education. My understanding says human health has different phases. One of them is physical health, which we all are well aware, which we all are well concerned about, and which is clearly visible whenever there is some issue in our physical health. So, one component of humans' health is physical health. Second component, which has been identified some 20 to 30 years back and not only identified but was given due importance as integral part of human personality, human health, that is mental health. Mental health is as good, as important as our physical health. But friends, there is another integral part of human health which generally remain neglected, which need to be paid attention, and that is our sexual and reproductive health. This important aspect of human health is rarely discussed amongst society members, academicians, education, classrooms, and so on. So it is important that our young teachers should understand the system, the concern behind reproductive and sexual health. In the beginning of 21st century, Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government brought health policy for government of as part of government of India's initiative. And under those initiatives, first time sexual and reproductive health was considered as an important aspect of human health. So this was human health was defined with three phases: physical health, mental health, and sexual and reproductive health. So this chapter today is devoted to sexual or reproductive health and how this is important and integral for school system where we go to teach or to study. First, why we are talking of sexual health? Because sexual illness is on all time increase. Sexual illness in mind, in body, lot of symptoms, HIV/AIDS, sexually transmitted infections, sex crime, all these are on time high. So before directly jumping to the agenda of sex education, I would first discuss why we want to promote sex education or sexual health education. First, we want that these young children in schools should be taught, should be motivated to respect to opposite sex. Be it girls respecting boys or be it boys respecting girls. Number two, each one of us is willing and keen to take our decision in our life. Be it a small child of 5 years, an adolescent, a young man, an old woman, anybody. Everybody wants to take their decision. So here we want young people to learn to take decisions which are good for them and for the fellow beings. Be it friends, colleagues, etc. Third is, when I am willing to take up my decision, then I should be willing to take up the responsibility of my decision. I took this decision, so whatever consequences are, I own them. I take responsibility of those decisions which I have taken. So these three are the objectives of any sexual health or sex education. First, now let's understand where from this sex education. When I talk sex education sexual health is an integral component within sex education. So, India played a significant role in the history of sexuality from writing one of the first literature that treated sexual intercourse as a science. The most publicly known sexual literature of India are the texts of Kama Sutra, which we all know by Vatsayan. In modern India, 1921 was the year when, for the first time, a curriculum on sexual hygiene was proposed to be introduced in school education to the then British government of India. Unfortunately, this was rejected. Post-independence, 1952 Mudaliar Commission, Secondary School Education Commission, also came with various recommendations on physical health, mental health, sports, etc. And in 1968, Government of India came out with its idea of Family Planning Associations of India. This was the first institution which was talking of family planning, which is very important for sexual health of individuals. How to what are the different contraceptives, how to plan families, how to use those contraceptives, and how to remain sexually healthy. So all type of counseling and medication was taking place in FPAI, known as Family Planning Association of India. 1975, Child Development Services started. 1991, AIDS become an pressure and terror among people, and since it doesn't have any medication treatment, so jankari hi bachav hai slogan came out, and awareness about HIV AIDS, how it spread, how it doesn't spread, came out. Since then, you can see a history of promotion of sex education and sexual health education among young people of India. These are the different incidents, these are the different developmental steps in that case. 2005, NACO along with MHRD came with an idea of introducing adolescence education program in schools. So all the children passing through school education must get some adolescence education. And when we say adolescence, again, it's an important phase of human life, and it has a larger agenda, larger issues, larger concerns, which I will be discussing in the slides to come. Kishori Shakti Yojana came up, NCERT and UNFPA came up with a framework of adolescence education. Now, human development, as I was mentioning, has certain stages, and adolescence falls at number 4. These are few nomenclatures which have been used to discuss the content of sexual health, reproductive health, population education, sex education, family life education, adolescence education, reproductive health education, sexuality education, AIDS education, abstinence only program, and puberty education. These are certain physical changes which happen among all boys when they are passing through the adolescent stage, puberty stage. And these are certain changes which happen among girls during their puberty. Now, in Indian context, when we start discussion on the need of sex education, generally we want to talk of sex education in context of Indian values. We want to promote responsible and rational decisions regarding our sexual behavior, which has a direct implication on sexual health of young children. We want to emphasize on the importance of married life, because Indian values permit active sexual life within the institution of marriage. We want to discuss and promote measures for family planning. We want to discuss changes related to sexual health as integral part of human health. Now, these are certain issues in a young child's life during their school age. Body image concern. I am tall, I am small. I am dark, I am wittish. I am fair. I should look gorgeous. I should look handsome. So these concerns are there related to my body image. where it is important for all the young children and school teachers to promote that my body image is mine and I should be proud of it. I should be proud of being a boy or being a girl. My body image is determined 85% by my heredity and 15% by my environment. So my environment, which include body image, emotional products, have a limitation. Emotional instability need to be discussed with young people, so emotionally they should be more stable. Conflict with parents is a common crisis these days. Identity crisis is an important phase of important concern for all adolescent young children. They are neither children nor adults, so where are they? So identity is an issue. Media influence is too much on young people. The way they see Bollywood people, Hollywood people, stars, sports stars, they want to follow them. Substance abuse is all-time high. Different types of substance abuse mechanisms are there, be it weed, ganja, charas, afim, alcohol, and many more. Interpersonal relations are in crisis. Sociologists are calling this phase as worst phase of human life. Young children need to understand difference between love, attraction, and infatuation, as well as they need to be educated on sexual exploitation and how law can protect them against any sexual exploitation, not only in person but for their peers as well. So these are certain content areas like adolescence education I did mention in the previous slide. Scholastic and career plan is an important agenda. Generic life skills, which are considered as integral part of modern education. Life skills are certain skills which are helpful in promoting young people's abilities and competencies through which they can deal with any given situation in their life. So important life skills, 10 core life skills as promoted by WHO need to be promoted among young people. Growing health and hygiene is again a concern for sexual health and human health. Body image and nutrition need to be taken care. Interpersonal relation with effective communication, what I want to say, I must be understood in that very spirit. Mental health and substance abuse, adolescent sexual and reproductive health. So what is the pedagogy for such themes of sexual reproductive health? One is question box, group discussions, value clarifications, role play, role reversal, case study, debate competition, painting competition. These are certain important pedagogical suggestions to deal with adolescents' issues of sexual health and reproductive health. Quiz contest, essay writing competition, puppet show, bulletin board or wall magazine display, video show, VVIP technique, VIP technique, brainstorming sessions, slogan writing, and celebration of some usual days which are important for because of its. So where is my role as a teacher? Where is my role as a B.Ed student? I need to understand, I need to convince myself, I should understand, I should be scientific, I should not go with my personal experiences. I should indicate that yes, I am somebody who can be concerned, who can be consulted for any issue of adolescent, any issue of young children. We need to understand and be able to explain the meaning, objectives, importance and need of sex education to promote sexual health among young children. Understand sex related queries and curiosities more positively. Give appropriate importance to place sex education in school activities. We need to develop a teacher-parent association to promote sex education the way it should be received in right spirit, to develop sex-related healthy attitude and respectful behavior towards opposite sex as I indicated during objectives of sexual reproductive health education. Understanding about causes, effects and consequences of HIV/AIDS. I should be able to help individuals